Hello, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Thank you for your time. Welcome to AfroSport 2022. My name is Philip Sichope Achim, and I'll be your host for today. I can't believe this day has finally arrived because this has been a long time in planning. Many years ago, the idea to put together such a summit was born. But COVID had its turn. COVID is over, perhaps, and now we have our turn for AfroSport, and it's in 2022. So welcome again. This is a summit where science meets business for sports in Africa. In today's event, there are going to be several sessions that is going to be a treat to you. I can assure you that. So brace yourselves. As time goes on, I'll be introducing you to how you can catch us because obviously it's a whole day's event. We're expecting that some of you might want to excuse us at some point and attend to other things, but the opportunity will be there for you to even follow us when you are out of the auditorium. There are many more others who will also join us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AfroSport 2022. Let me run you by some of the topics that are coming up. Brace yourself for it because we are in for what would be an exciting day where the best brains on the continent have met in one place to look ahead to how to bring our sports to the better side. So we are going to have a session around sports for development. There's also going to be a roundtable for the role of education, science, and sports development. Then a business table in Africa. There's also the opportunity to learn more about sports technology in the world. Opta Sports will bring us that. What parts of betting should be played as long as sports is concerned in our environment here in Africa? Corporate investment in sports is another side that we'll be focusing on. Then we have a roundtable with La Liga. So you would know by now that we have a very, very packed event. I won't take too much of your time. I would introduce right up here on the stage the CEO of African Sports Centre, Mr. Prince Narkortu Teye, to give us the welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause.
Special guests, delegates, friends from the media, and all others participating here and online. I am really delighted to welcome you all to Accra, Ghana for the maiden edition of AfroSport. It has indeed been a long journey of planning, modeling, remodeling, and anticipation of an idea originally conceived as a Ghana Football Summit, transformed into a concept of a Ghana Sports Conference, and now fully arrived as an event serving the whole continent and beyond. We are deeply grateful to all stakeholders, including the Government of Ghana and the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the Ghana Olympic Committee, the Ghana Football Association, who have all supported our dream over the last 3 years to make this event a reality. Also, profound appreciation goes to the Spanish La Liga, Stats Perform Opta, World Performance, and the Johan Cruyff Institute of Sports for joining forces with us to make today possible. A step up of the African Sports Centre's online webinars discussing various topics of continental importance over the last couple of months. AfroSport brings together major sports stakeholders in Africa and beyond to a special event carefully crafted for a niche of an intersection between science and business. We believe that the time is right for entities in the sport value chain, including the clubs, the federations, businesses, academia, media, athletes, and coaches, to gather on a common platform to fuel development, tackle the continent's peculiar challenges, explore opportunities, and of course, chart a new course for progress. For a greater reach, participation, and inclusivity, this event is live streamed around the world in addition to recordings and related content being readily made available on our various digital platforms. AfroSport is indeed here to stay. We hope that this experience does not only enhance learning, knowledge exchange, and business, but also importantly, serves as an annual connecting ground for networking and facilitation of collaboration for the diverse members of the sport value chain. Again, it is our hope that each one of us attending this event leaves here having realized the true value of this platform and strongly stimulated into anticipation of what will be an even bigger gathering when we convene again in Accra for AfroSport 2023. This time around for 2 days. Let's enjoy our time here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the CEO and the founder of AfroSport Centre. They are bringing us AfroSports today. Please, let's give it up for him again. Very much so then. Now time for me to introduce our special guests in the house. Today he's going to be our guest speaker, and he's going to be, if you like, our chairperson. This person that I speak about has a massive reputation across the world in sports, not only football, even though he spent most of his time administering football duties. He is a Ghanaian man who was born on 25th of May, 1965, played vast part of his football in Germany for FC Cologne, and then many clubs went to Metz, Nice, Hong Kong Golden as well. He's a Ghanaian international with many caps for the Black Stars. After playing football, he still wanted to impart many others with his knowledge in the game, so he went on to serve in CAF. He was very recently the Deputy CAF General Secretary, and now he is the chairperson or the president of Ghana's PFAG, the Professional Football Association of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our chairperson for today, Mr. Anthony Baffoe. Welcome, sir.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum, and a very good morning to all of you. I welcome you to the AfroSport Summit, where science meets the business for sport in Africa, more precisely in our beloved country, Ghana. Congratulations to the CEO of AfroSport Centre, Prince Narkortu Teye, and his team for organizing this important event here in Ghana. Our prayers today are with the Black Princesses, who are playing in the opening match of the group against the United States of America. Please, let's all be reminded that this is a Youth World Cup, a huge opportunity for our youngsters to exhibit themselves. And Ghana is present in Costa Rica. To the coach, the technical team, and the playing body, all the best for today. And we all saw where women's football is heading to. After the Women AFCON in Morocco, more than 50,000 in the finals, and then the Euro in the UK, which was attended by more than 60, 70,000 people. Let me also salute and congratulate Team Ghana, especially the athletes, for securing 2 silver medals and 3 bronze medals at the just ended Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. And as well the athletes who managed to get the personal best performances. Continue to train and work hard. As a former athlete, I know what it entails. I believe that if you have better conditions in future, you will even get more gold medals home. Last week, the Ghana Football Association secured 2 good sponsorship deals for the Ghana Premier League and the Women's Premier League. As a founder and the General Secretary and representing the PFAG here, we see this as a big step in the right direction. Kudos to Kurt Okrako and his entire executive committee. The slogan which brings us here is where science meets the business of sports. Different topics and panels like sport for development, the role of education and science in sports development, expanding the sports business table in Africa, sports technology in the world of Opta Pro, what is sports' best relationship with betting? Question mark. Very interesting topics indeed, and corporate investment in sport. And then the La Liga will have a case study in terms of research, etc. I want to encourage the organizers to always include more women in participation in the panels. I saw the names of Akofa Banson, Cynthia Mumba, 2 out of many men. We need more of them here. We need more of the women here. Women are natural leaders. I see also Madam Lydia Donker, who's the chairperson for police, ladies. Let's have as well the athletes, male and females, present in the panel. It is important to hear their views as well. They are stakeholders. They are stakeholders as well. This is very, very important. Let me now get a bit more into the sports development part. They say money solves all problems. So we need the finance to move our sports to the next level. But another fundamental problem we have with our sports here in Ghana is the lack of development, maintenance, and long-term strategies when it comes to sports development. Development here has two sides. We have the development of sports and using sports for development. And the two are not mutually exclusive. The two could go hand in hand, even though they are two separate things. When we talk about development of sport, we basically mean better sports performance and increased participation in sports. When we talk about sports for development, it refers to how we can use sports as a tool to improve our education. Talking about education, luckily with sports, football academies like, for example, Right to Dream in Ghana, I salute Tom Vernon for his fantastic vision and the implementation of his vision together with his team. They are not only in Ghana, they are in Egypt, they're in the United States, and as you know, he's also one of the major shareholders in Nordsjælland in Denmark. Just seeing the kids grow up to be good athletes, but also better human beings, and giving them education and the pathway and opportunities for life after sports is really, really an excellent implementation and has impact on the society. Sport for development is high on the agenda. It is also on the agenda of the Professional Football Association of Ghana. We from the PFAG, we have an agreement with the University of Applied Management and the Johan Cruyff Institute. We want the athletes, the players, to study whilst they are playing. They have enough time. The perfect aspect of it is that everything is possible online. And players, athletes know how to go on Instagram, they know how to go on Twitter, they know how to go on Facebook. So the online studies, I think this is one of the positive aspects of COVID. We learn how to use Zoom, Teams, Microsoft, etc. I am asking myself, why can't we have more universities where we can study sports science, sports medicine, and sports law here in Ghana? I just had an encounter with Prof from the University of Winneba, and he explained to me that in Winneba you can study sports management, even at the UCC. So let's encourage more universities to have more sports management students, and as well sports medicine. When will we get our training centers, our rehab centers? When will we have fantastic pitches so that we can invite France, Germany, England, or Brazil to come and play in Ghana? I'm not only talking about football, I mean for sports in general. Once the athlete get the maximum support and opportunities in regards to the pathway and personal development in the country of a region, we can talk of adequate development. I have participated in many conferences and summits, but what I'm worried about is the impact afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, where do we go from here when the conference, the summit is over? What will be the quick wins? I urge the organizers to create a good, robust report and to engage the stakeholders in an impactful way. There are a lot of people with qualities in this country. Let's create task forces, but these task forces must also have the right people. It shouldn't be a family and friends affair. One thing I've learned in Germany is that I can work with people I don't get along with. as long as they are competent. Put the right people in the right places, even if they are young people, as long, once again, I'm emphasizing, as long as they are competent. Let me end with the words of one of my mentors. Sports have the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire, the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to the youth in a language they understand. Sports can create hope where there was once only despair. It is more powerful than governments in breaking down racial barriers. It laughs in the face of all types of discrimination. Sports is the game of lovers. This was from Nelson Rolalia Mandela. And another proverb is, it always seems impossible until it's done. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the conference, and thank you for listening to me. Thank you.